All right. Everybody, welcome back to Views from the G. I am Noble Lee. Right next to me is
your boy, Gene Joy.
Let that Joe Walsh hit you in the face real quick. And everybody, welcome back to Views from the G. I know we should have had some out for y'all earlier this week. We got caught up a little bit, but we were definitely making sure to have the content coming in. We've had a lot of people who said that they've enjoyed it. So, thank you everybody who has who's tuned in so far. Really do appreciate it.
We really do. We're loving the feedback so far.
So, for this is for all y'all. Shout out to all y'all. Y'all get the claps, real claps too. Real claps on top of the fake ones, and then air horn for y'all. Air horn for all of y'all. So
we love you.
Actually, and we're gonna do a couple shout outs. We're gonna do them now. Just so we don't forget them. So I'm gonna go first. I got a couple people on IG who shouted out that they like the podcast. So first person is produced by Skinny. Gave 4 flame emojis. So produced by Skinny. Appreciate that, man.
We do appreciate you.
Appreciate you. Second person was XIKI Yama. I don't Zikai Yama. I'm butchering your name. I am sorry.
You speaking Chinese now?
But shut up. But appreciate that, man. I really do appreciate the support. Also my boy T Shane, my boy Ansek, his girl Maya, my other homeboy, he has his own podcast, House of Misfits podcast. Check him out on iTunes. That's another great podcast. Hopefully we can. I love that
name too, man.
We can get some cross promotion going on. So, Gene, you got anybody who's shouting us out on Facebook?
Yeah, I've got Patrick Crawford. You know who you are. You my boy. Worked with you, and it's good times, man. You're a good dude. He hit me up, said he's listened to the past 2 episodes and really likes it. Is looking forward to the next one. So this one's for you, man. And last but not least, Jonathan Knotts. You know who you are too. Went to high school with you on Drumline together, and we had some videos that him and I and some other guys on Drumline we made. So we'll be putting those in the info section, maybe on this podcast. Let you check them out. He dropped a comment on the YouTube, so give a shout out to him. Appreciate you listening in. And that's about all I got right now.
Also, shout out to, we can't say where we know y'all from, but shout out to Beesh, Mark, and Sam. Appreciate y'all listening. We're going to keep it interesting. You know why. We don't want to offend any political connects by, all that. But, shout out to everybody. Like I said, once again, shout out to everybody. I get the applause one more time. Real and fake. Right there, air horn.
Sorry again for saying that all nasally. I'm still battling this crap. Noble over here making fun of me. But
I don't know how I have not gotten sick yet. I'll be honest with you. I do not understand why I haven't gotten sick. But because I said something,
You know that's how it works.
I'm knock on wood. I'm trying to make sure. So, but first things first, I want to. This wasn't even a topic. I'm just noticing this. So I got me today's broadcast is being brought to you by, but not being brought to you by, Coors Coors Golden Beer. I got the little stubby bottle, the 1936 stubby bottle. It's pretty dope. Like I say, not being brought by because we don't have no sponsorship yet. But but we sipping on Coors over here. Yep. And Gene, what you sipping on over there, man?
Got a Yingling over here, 1 pint.
Okay.
Additional lager.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about, everybody. So, so what I was gonna say was that I popped the cap off, or I twisted the cap off the Coors, and there's actually a fact. There's something inspirational inside, which is funny because it's almost like how Snapple used to do that. I'm pretty sure they still do it. They put like facts and they say stuff inside the cap. Mm-hmm. So I twisted off the cap of the Coors, and it says, "What you're made of matters." So that's actually pretty cool to actually have stuff on a beer, which is awesome because most people don't drink Snapple like that. Most, I'm not gonna say men because I'm not trying to offend nobody, but I'm just saying after a hard day at work, most dudes like to crack open a beer or something like that. So it actually is kind of dope to twist the cap off of a brew and look down and it says something like what you did today matters, or keep swinging away, you'll make it there. Because everybody needs inspiration, no matter who you are. So, I just want to go ahead and shout out Coors. And if y'all hear this, if anybody hears this that's related to them, just let them know that we are looking for sponsorship. We won't say no to it. Just let you know, straight up.
We'll even take a sponsorship from Cheetos, man.
Exactly. I'm trying to get these snacks going. So, but yeah, We got some. Actually, Gene's gonna take it over today. This morning, he has a couple of topics he wants to go ahead and get into. I'm working with mine right now, so go ahead and Gene, take it away, man.
Well, I want to go ahead and just bring up what happened in France. Another unfortunate situation where a jihadist took over a supermarket, and just want to give a shout out to the French policeman who he actually apparently just got married a short time before this happened. But he ended up sacrificing his life to rescue the hostages out of there. So it's always good to hear stuff like that. I mean, it's unfortunate, it's sad, but you know, you just got to praise people who put their lives out there for others. And, you know, he served his community, and you know, he just made that ultimate sacrifice. So just want to give a shout out to him. We appreciate people like that. Like I said, I grew up with a dad in law enforcement, so I know what it's like to serve your community. It's a thankless job. So, again, you know, just really appreciate that. And I'm gonna give it back to Noble just for a second.
All right, my topic is gonna be, you know what my topic is gonna be? My topic is gonna be just being thankful for stuff that you have, because a lot of people don't you know, they don't appreciate the stuff that they have that's right in front of them. You know, I am staying in an apartment, and you know how it is when you live in an apartment when it comes to laundry day. You know, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you got to fight with your local laundry, or you got to fight with whoever's in your complex. You know, people don't put stuff on timers to come back and get it. People, come on now. We all, I mean, if we're fortunate enough to live in a place where every single building has a machine, that's dope. But if you live in a big, giant complex and there's only one machine, put your stuff on a timer. Put it on a timer. I don't care. Whatever it is that you're doing, if you think, oh, you know, nobody touched my stuff, I'm not going to touch your dirty clothes. I mean, they're not dirty because you washed them, but I'm not touching your drawers. I'm not touching your shit. Just put it on timer.
Yeah, that's nasty.
That's what I do. I mean, I try to do my stuff in the middle of the night so I don't inconvenience people. But for people who love to inconvenience people, I don't know why they do that. It's just stupid. Put your stuff on a timer. Be courteous to people. And for those of you who live in a house or live like, you know, a block or two away from your local laundrette or something like that, whatever, just be thankful that you're that close, that you don't have to deal with a whole bunch of nonsense. And for people who live in a house, just be thankful that you have those amenities that other people don't have, either have the ability to afford or don't have the ability to use currently at this situation. So, and that just goes for everything. Like if you got a car, you know, just be appreciated you have a car and that you ain't walking right. I mean, unless you downtown, you know, you rely on a MARTA because you like a MARTA wizard, like I used to be back in the day, where you know
good
your
old
shit.
MARTA, man.
Good old MARTA, man. I don't care what y'all say. I mean, hey,
the MARTA's a shit.
It's got me through. It's literally got me through Atlanta, like for a long time. So, you know what? Shout out to the MARTA, man. Shout out to the MARTA. For real.
Appreciate you.
We do appreciate you. We're super far away from it right now, but whenever we in the city for events and stuff, we will be taking the MARTA just because it's so much easier. Man, if you don't get away from that door, that's Wayman in the background. I don't know if y'all probably can't hear him, but he's desperately he wants to be the mascot. And he is the mascot of the podcast.
Is.
So
100%.
once we actually get a visual, he will be. Y'all get a chance to see the guy Wayman. So also I have another topic. Shout out to all the teams that showed up for the they showed up for the Sweet 16 here in the city. You know, shout out to y'all. You know, I know some of y'all did lose. You know.
Kentucky.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, you gotta go home. But I mean, y'all did play a good game. Y'all did y'all thing, and you know, maybe some of y'all going to the league, some of y'all going back to try again one more time. So it never hurts to try again. You know, represent for your school.
Hey, you can't win them all, man.
Yeah, you can't win them all. I mean, that's just how it is. Just how everything's designed is. It's just how it is. And I know a lot of people. I had a couple people that live above me that were going hard for Kentucky, and I feel bad for them. I saw the flags off their car like Saturday night, and I was like, oh, don't say it ain't so. But
hey, at least they kept it classy.
Yeah, they kept it classy. They ain't do nothing stupid, you know, crazy. You know, like I said, there's always next year, and you know, conspiracy or not of how shit goes down. Just glad that these kids get a chance to get out here and play and get stuff done. I mean, I want to talk a little bit about how, you know, shit is done with the NCAA, but I won't get into that. I'll leave that for another podcast because that'll be another one of those classic Noble Lee rants about some shit. So I'll pull back the reins. I've listened to the feedback. I'll pull back the reins, guys, and I'll make sure to get G more into the podcast, and also he'll know to cut me off when I start spilling.
Oh yeah, I've learned.
Yeah. So,
Larry, we love you.
Yeah,
just
we
wanted to
really
throw
do.
that out there,
We really do. No disrespect. See you in the morning, buddy. That's all I can say. We'll see you in the morning. Also, let's see. What's another topic that I might have? You got anything, Gene? Off bat, or we still scrolling? Buddy?
Not off the bat. Just I know this is random as hell, but seriously though, where's spring? You know, I wake up this morning and I go to haul my trash off, and I walk outside, and it's like 30 something. We're almost in April, dude. So anyway,
that damn groundhog.
That's not really a topic. It's just something. It's kind of pissing me off today. Yeah, that damn. I can't even talk. That damn groundhog. But yeah, man, I'm just ready for spring. You can hear it in my voice, man. This cold shit. Tired of it. Shout out to NyQuil
for holding me down.
You've been my friend lately. Not really looking for a sponsorship there, but hey, we appreciate what you do.
And if you see a groundhog, punch him in the face.
Please.
No. Sorry, Peter.
We don't need Peter.
Yeah, I'll need that. But for real though, like this doesn't make any sense. Like we literally just had like great weather last week for a second.
Yep.
They just went super cold. It doesn't make any sense. I'm sitting here breaking out the shorts, trying to get ready, thinking like, oh man, this is about to be it. Nope.
And you wake up looking for the fire, man.
Exactly. So, I'm like I said, I'm saying things, Gene. I really can't wait for warm weather. And I hate warm weather. Anybody who knows me knows that I hate warm weather just because I sweat like crazy. And that's just, I don't know what that is. Maybe it's genetic or something. But I am sick of the cold. I'm just sick of it now. So we need that sun to come on out wherever you are. So another topic I had is I had a couple of people that I wanted to shout out. My boy Cam James, he's on a tour right now pushing his second album, Levitate. That's Levitape. Wordplay on Levitate. That shit is awesome. Guaranteed no skip album. He will be back in the city in April for a show downtown. Actually, give me 1 second. I can get the info for you. I should have been ready, but I was not. That shows you right there.
Here.
Yeah,
this is improv time.
Yeah, that's all this is. We're doing this just like
This whole podcast is pretty much going to be off the cuff. It's like Noble was saying earlier. We've been busy, a lot of things going on this week, so we really, especially since we're getting feedback now from guys and gals, we just want to keep the content going out there. I've been sick for 2 of these, and but we're trying to stay committed. We really believe in what we're doing right now. It's fun, so again, just bear with us.
Yep, and that's going to be Levitate Live. That's going to be at 327 Edgewood Avenue. That's going to be 21 and up to get in. That's going to be on April 8th. So everybody, shout out to the homie Cam James. Follow him on IG, Cam James Raps. Follow him on Twitter, same thing. Check it out, Spotify. Anywhere where you get your music, you will be able to find Levitate, and that's Cam James, CamJames. I'm horrible at spelling. Almost messed it up, but I pulled through in the end. So
So proud of you. So proud.
I know, right? I'm trying to get better at doing just simple things that you should know how to do when you're 30 years old. So, other than that, man, it's been a hell of a week, hell of a weekend.
That it has.
Got some stuff done. Redid the studio a little bit so that we have a better open space to do stuff. Making more music. Just trying to widen my horizons on things. Trying to get Gene back on his instruments because I know a lot of people were like, who are we to talk about music? But if you didn't know, I've been playing the violin, the viola, and the upright bass since I was in 4th grade. So I've been doing orchestral stuff since 4th grade.
Back, yep.
Gene's been playing the drums. Actually, Gene, you tell him what you play, man. I ain't gonna tell him.
Yeah, I'm a drummer. I grew up around it. My dad was when I was born, he was playing in a band called the Suspects. They were playing around. Played a lot in Orlando and obviously here in Georgia. And my dad just has tons of old videos and music of them. And I actually let Noble Friday listen to some of it, and he actually really enjoyed it. So,
Mr. Joy, sorry, I didn't want to put your name out there.
Go ahead.
Sorry, but your band was awesome, man. Like I was truly blown away. You guys' sound was definitely. I mean, a lot of people say it, but your sound was definitely before its time. Like I see so many other bands that couldn't hold a candle to you guys, and that's just not me gassing you or G up or anything like that. You know, it's some dope stuff, and just to give you a heads up. I might be sampling some of it just because that's just how I make hip hop, and that's part of it. But you definitely was killing on the drums. I see where Gene gets his talent, and hopefully one day we can actually get you two in a battle. I'd love to see like a live battle of you versus
I'll just
Gene.
go ahead and say it. My dad would win.
Hey man, you still got to try though.
Hey,
man.
I know he says he was a has been, but he's got chops.
He has the chops. There's a couple of things I heard. I was like, man, I need those drums. I need that rhythm. So definitely shout out to Gene's pops, his band, The Suspects, and what he contributed to the band. You can definitely tell when you listen to music that he was the backbone. He was the one that swung it. So shout out to musicians that are in bands or musicians on their own who just keep doing it. And when times get tough, they push through and they do what they have to do to support the people that are supporting them. And if it pans out, pans out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But as long as they stay true to what they hold dear to their heart, they're always gonna make it.
That's
so
really what
just
matters,
shout out to them,
sure.
man. Like you get the air horn. I'm gonna fix the air horns in post production. They'll be up though. But yeah, man. Because I mean, right now I'm currently trying to get another tape. My boy Pat Gregory. Follow him on IG as well. He is a sousaphone player. For those who don't know what the sousaphone is, that is the tuba. That's the big guy in the back of the band that holds it down for everybody. Who pushes exactly who pushes it for everybody, who gets everybody in rhythm. He has a record out right now, an actual vinyl record. Vinyls are coming back, people. I don't know if y'all know or not. Vinyl's coming back. If you check my IG, Noble Lee 3, just how I said it, or just Noble LE and then the number 3. I've been putting out a lot of videos about vinyl. I've got me a record player, got me some vinyl. Been fishing at shops. Just crate digging is awesome, and he's about to press an actual vinyl himself. So check his IG page out. That's gonna be Pat Greg Funk Bass, and he has a record that's coming out. Show some love, man. Do some support. He plays the suit, like I said, he plays the sousaphone, plays the upright bass, drums. This man is a multi-instrumentalist, people. Like, he plays multiple things. I'm talking about people like, you think about multi-instrumentalists, you gotta think people like Dave Groff, who was a drummer and a guitarist. People like Prince, who play like 40+ instruments and and he would literally just go and compose a whole album.
He was just a phenomenal musician,
and just
all around.
Like, y'all understand, man? Like, this man Prince would just go make the whole entire album, everybody's parts that is in his band by himself.
Yep. And
then, but like the band would show up and like, hey, everybody, here's your parts. See you in a couple of days or whatever. Learn it, he just kill it. So I mean, just shout out to people who are still putting in them 10,000 hours at everything they do, and moving forward, especially when it comes to music. And that's another thing, we have to start supporting our local artisans when it comes to music, art. If you make comic books, if you brew your own beer, just something like that, because that's a big thing here in Georgia. Like, shout out to Sweetwater, shout out to like Voodoo Ranger, shout out to I think there's I forgot the other brewing company that is like right around the corner from where we're at. Just like craft beers, that stuff. Like, you got to support your local arts and local vendors and stuff like that, because that's the only way that we can.
And that's where it all starts too.
Yeah.
So
like, just local stuff. Like, people go somewhere and they see something like, man, I can do that, and not no shot at whoever they were seeing, but they take a shot and they take a chance, and that's what everything is usually all about. It's just taking a shot and taking a chance. So like I said, shout out to all the locals, man. Gainesville, Atlanta, north side, east side, west side, south side, all of it. Just like, if you're doing something and you trying to get support for it locally or whatever, by all means, hit us up in the comment section, man. We'll shout you out. We'll listen to whatever
100%,
it is.
Yep.
Watch whatever it is. Look in. We'll post it. We have no issue. No matter who you are. Sex, gender, color, creed, any of that. We don't care. We just love being able to support people and give back to people who have inspired us. We literally started this podcast just to kind of talk about what we were doing and what we were attempting to do, and it feels good to be able to give back and have a platform to be able to give back. So we're growing every day. So just like I said, just tell us, and we'll tell us what you want to hear, better yet, and we'll try to.
It's like I said before, we'll talk about
something. Yeah, well, yeah. Like I said, we have no queries or no qualms about talking about anything, whatever. I know I'm fucking all these words up, whatever. Gene, I know I've been running for it's all you right now. Been running for a while.
Since we're on music, I'll bring up a band I talked about last time, Parkway Drive. I'm really big into them lately. And sorry again, I sound all nasally. I could just tell I sound stupid, but but they have a documentary that came out. I didn't know anything about it. I actually just saw it on YouTube last night, and I wouldn't have it up on my phone right now. But it's awesome to see, five guys who are basically just surfers in Australia, and one night just had the idea, hey, we're gonna make one of the biggest rock bands ever. It seems like a far fetch. I'm sure there's a lot of guys who have this dream, but never really falls through. But these guys, I mean, they have been going non-stop since early 2000s. So, but it's really cool just to see their story. I mean, they literally started out with nothing, and they got big enough to the point where they bought a van and traveled all over Australia for about 6 months straight, just playing wherever they could, people's basements, people's living rooms. So
Shit, that's what's up.
so that to me is just, that's inspirational. You really believe in something and you just go for it. But these guys have grown. They're playing all over the place. You see that in this documentary. As a matter of fact, I'll put a link for it in the info section on this podcast if you want to check it out. But really looking forward to their album. Release date is supposed to be a few months from now. I forgot the exact date off the top of my head, but if you really like the song I talked about last time, then you're probably going to love this album, because they have said in an interview that it's going to be probably one of the heaviest albums they've ever made. So if you're into that kind of music like I am, you'll most likely really enjoy it. Just another thing, quick little note. And I know people who are familiar with this band are probably going to scoff at me, but it seems to be finally coming to fruition. Tool. I'm a big Tool fan. The band. I said this to a friend of mine, and he just kind of gave me this weird look. The band. I'm a big Tool fan. So, yeah, just wanted to clear that up right away. They are finally, from what I am reading, this album is finally coming together after years of waiting. And I think Adam, the guitarist, he did a interview not too long ago, and it's pretty much said that the music's already written and that they're sending it off to Maynard, the lead singer, and he's going to start putting vocals together with it and then start mixing it. So that's pretty exciting. I mean, if you're a fan of Tool, we've been waiting a long ass time for this. So I'm just hoping that when it comes out, it kicks our ass. It's good stuff. So that's another thing I'm looking forward to. It seems like this year is going to be a big year for rock. Other than Bring Me the Horizons, another band that I'm into, they have stated recently that if you're familiar with them at all, they're a new metal kind of / hardcore band. It seems that they're going pop now. Exactly. I mean, if that's what you're into, then by all means, we're all for, supporting people who do what they want to do. But it's such a contrast from what they used to do to what they're going to be now. But it is what it is. Maybe it'll be something cool. But anyway, back to my point. It looks like 2018 is going to be a good year for rock, and I'm really stoked for it. But that's about all I got at the moment. I'll give it back to Noble. I'm sure he's got something.
Yep, I got a little bit of stuff. Everybody who lives in the city, make sure to go and check out stolendrums.com. He has his last tape is out on Bandcamp. A lot of people sleeping on Bandcamp. There's a lot of dope mixtapes out there on Bandcamp. And like I said before, when I said the vinyl was coming back, tapes are coming back too. Cassette tapes are coming back too, people. So my boy Cuff Makes Beats has a check out Bandcamp for him. Check out Stolen Drums out there. He runs a Beats and Chill every day on YouTube. So also check that out. And like I said, any other musicians and producers who will make lo-fi hip-hop or make like a Jay Dilla S type lo-fi old boom bap style, hit up stolendrums.com, and that's STLNDRMS.com, and hit him up, man. Try to see if you can get the email, and he'll put your music on Beats and Chill, man. Shout you out, have your name there, so you'll already know. He curates a pretty big show, has a very big audience, is great at giving back to people. So in the whole Controllerize movement, which is here, it's in the city. And it's basically just a movement for people to come out and show out their skills as far as making lo-fi, SP 404 users, MPC users, everybody, even got machine, all that, and just it's a good place. Get a beer, get a slice of pizza, get tacos, depending on where they're at. Watch some anime, be in the same room and collective space as people who are on the same wavelength as you, and make some great music. And see some great performers. So, like I said, shout out to Controllerize. And actually, it's every Wednesday. I'm trying to lock down the actual day. Give me 1 second. I'm really bad at social media.
We're a little behind today, but it's okay.
The last one was actually so they'll probably have one this week. They usually try to do it every Wednesday. And when it shows up, on Monday, I'll have the new one for you on Monday. And if not, then me and Gene might start doing like some little little ninja podcasts where we just kind of record audio from our phones, and it's gonna be kind of shitty. I can process it, but we'll put it up and just let you know day of, like, hey, if you haven't checked this out, this is something you want to check out in the city. If you're in the city, I mean, we're so far away from everything, but whenever we get a chance to roll into the city, we try to get stuff done. So. Also, we will be having a Twitter account, IG account will be popping up pretty soon, so you can follow us day to day. We'll be posting just nonsense as usual. That's just what we do out here in the G. So other than that, man, I don't think there's really that much more I had to say as far as topics goes. I think I did. Oh, you know what? Actually, my bad. I did have a topic. People that are in. Sorry. Yeah, you already know.
I already know exactly where this is going.
People who are in places of authority, as far as like, if you you a security guard or something like that, you were a supervisor, or you were a just anybody who has the ability to make somebody else's life hell. Don't do that shit. Like, I think it's cool. I mean, I guess you think it's cool to just mess with people for no reason because you are in a position of power to do that. But it's really annoying. Like,
really annoying is an understatement.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like, it's just it makes me mad. I'm fidgeting in my chair right now because it makes me mad. Like my boy earlier this week, on his job, he had a security guard. I'm talking about security guard. I'm not talking about like a cop. I'm talking about a legit security guard. I used to be one, so shout out to security guards. But I'm just saying,
rent a cop.
Yeah, basically. Top flight security type, people. Chill out, man. People have jobs. So if somebody has to park a truck in front of your spot so they can service a job, to do their job, and they only be there for like 2-3 minutes, chill out. They ain't stopping nobody, especially if it's early in the day when people are still not even really moving. Like, chill out, man. Like, you sitting in a box all day, ain't doing nothing, just mad because you ain't doing nothing. Like, if you really want to be somebody, man, either join the academy, go out there and bust some heads, or, do armed security. And like I said, once again, I'm not bagging on security guards. I'm just saying I used to be one. So, shout out to me. Or whatever. I don't care. Give myself the occasional self-air horn. It happens, and it doesn't happen.
You still got your plastic badge, man.
Yeah, actually, I do still have my plastic badge, So, like I said, shout out to me. I do what I do, man. I was securing stuff.
Do you sleep with it under your pillow?
No, I do not. it's on my jacket, safe and secure. So, but yeah, if you're a supervisor and you have a group of people that that can obviously do shit on their own because they're grown folks, don't just pop up and start being ridiculous. Just like ease back, pull back on the reins, man. Like we got this, and I'm getting real. It's getting real close to how I feel, but
I'm gonna have to cut you off in a second.
Yeah.
I know you're gonna.
I'm gonna try my hardest not to.
Something.
I won't say nothing. I'm gonna just let it go.
I got you.
Last word. Just calm down. That's all we ask. Yep. Calm down. Stay in your lane. Don't make people's lives hell for no reason. Because at the end of the day, you want to tell us don't bring stuff from home and make everybody else feel sour. Don't you bring nothing from home and make everybody sour. Shit should go both ways. We all grown ups. Come on. Like, we all grown ups. That's all it comes down to. So actually, let me step away from the mic for a second. Hold on. Go ahead, Jen. You got it for a second.
I mean, back to his point. I mean, I'm not gonna get into any specifics, but
people need to calm down.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'll throw a scenario out there to you the best I can. Mm-hmm. Let's say you got a football team. and for whatever reason, your coach isn't going to be there for your next game. So they decide to bring a coach from another team to basically fill that void. Well, when you're that other coach, don't come over pretending like our team is your team, because it's not.
Exactly. We don't know your playbook.
Yeah, we have our own ways of doing things. I understand if you need to get all, I don't even know what the word is I'm looking for, but get all huffy and puffy over somebody being out of line, then, yeah, go ahead and do your thing. But don't come over here acting like you're with this team at every practice and that you're the one making things on this team happen, because you're not.
Yeah, you don't know our tendencies. Yeah, you don't know how we do things.
Just fill a void.
Exactly.
And we don't need a babysitter, but it wasn't our choice. So
you were standing.
Exactly. You
Fall
were
back.
Stand-in.
Fall all the way back.
So just do us a favor. If you ever find yourself in a scenario like that, just be easy. I mean, don't come in here acting like you run the place, because you don't.
Yeah, you making people upset, and people aren't gonna be cool with that, and it's not gonna end well for you, because
not at all.
That shit comes back around. You being a jerk to somebody today, guarantee it'll come back around. Might not be tomorrow, might not be 5-6 years from now. That shit will come back around. It will bite you in your ass. And,
one thing that they don't think about is, the tables at some point will turn.
Exactly.
They will need help or assistance or whatever you want to call it. Exactly. So just keep that in mind. You don't want to piss off the whole team.
Exactly, Gene. Say that shit. Talk your shit. Say it, man.
I really got to blow my nose. I ain't going to lie.
This nigga getting snot on my mic. All right. Anyway, so I guess actually with that, you have any other things to talk about, sir?
No, not really.
Trying to figure out if there's anything else.
I'm just glad we were actually able to, get together and get something going today.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Especially after a week like this week, man.
Yeah, it's been a long week. Like I said, hopefully we're gonna try to hit you guys with a surprise. Maybe we can hit you guys with another episode sooner than later. That's what our goal is gonna be. Just because you guys been asking for it, and like I said, once again, man, just shout out. Like, it's just crazy. We literally just talked about doing this for like so long at the job, and then we were like, I was like, come over one day, we'll do the podcast. We did the podcast. We didn't expect to get people to actually listen to it. You'll have a couple people just gonna stagger through it and do it. Oh, also that's another thing. I don't know how I skipped it. If you have not yet, the podcast is up on iTunes. I got it up on iTunes,
yeah,
people.
Boy.
So we're actually expanding the market. We got iTunes. It's on SoundCloud. It's on YouTube. So like I said, we got 3 different areas right now that covering it. So if you listen to it, I'm working hard to try to get it on a couple of different ones. I'm working a distribution thing right now, so hopefully we can get some more people listen to it. And like I said, hopefully pretty soon here we'll have a visual for you to actually get to see our pretty faces. So, and Wayman.
That's good.
So
that's a good joke, man. That's good.
That's how I do it, man. So, actually, with that, I think about covers it. So everybody, like I said before, subscribe if you have not. I don't know where the button's at. I'm pretty sure if I'm looking at the screen, it's on the left side somewhere. Big old red subscribe button. Go ahead and hit it.
Yeah, it should be right under the video.
Yeah, something like that. So we'll go ahead and have this thing up for you as soon as possible. Pause. Other than that, this is Views from the G. I'm Noble Lee.
And I'm Gene. Y'all have a good one now.
Yep.